Welcome to this episode of the 2 Minute Tuesday, brought to you by the Workshop. My name is T.
My name is Kaz.
Thanks again, Kaz, for filming with us. Why don't you tell us what we're about to drink?
We're going to be drinking Internight, which is a collaboration with Stone Brewing Company and Metallica.
And if you don't know who Metallica is,
where the hell have you been the last 30 plus years?
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about this process between Metallica and Stone.
So Stone and Metallica got together, a series of meetings together over 6 months, and did some blind tastings of both Stone recipes of beer and some competing beers, just to get an idea of what kind of beer they wanted. And they settled on a 5.7% German Pilsner.
While we're at it, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this can art.
Metallica fans all over the world will recognize that font. That font with the Internight name is the Metallica font that you see on every single album that they have.
Right, every single album. And that Enter Night is part of the lyrics of what? What do we call that?
Of their famous children's lullaby, Enter Sandman.
Children's lullaby. Listen up, guys. We're going to go ahead and fade to black. No pun intended. Fill these glasses up and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We poured it. It's beautiful. It's definitely got a good amount of carbonation in there. I love this frothy head we're doing. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a nice, creamy, frothy head there. A little bit of opacity from the dry hopping process. Looks a little bit different than your typical Pilsner, but you know, it's got that Stone arrogant touch thrown to it.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink arrogant bastard. Put this in your selfie.
Let's go ahead and give this one a smell. It's definitely hopped. I can smell the hop in the back. I think you said those were Czech hops that they used at that point,
Czech
right?
and German hops.
Right. I totally smell that. What are you smelling?
I'm just smelling a nice, crisp Pilsner classic scent, but also the dry hopping is coming in through there.
All right.
Definitely picking it up.
Go ahead and give it a taste. Wow. Nothing else matters except for the taste of this beer right now.
You're right. They did a great job on this beer.
Tell me what you're tasting.
Right off the front, you're picking up that classic Pilsner, really crisp, fresh flavor, but then on the back end, those dry hops are coming through.
Oh, I love it.
But it's not overly arrogant.
Right, it's definitely not overly arrogant.
It's a good balance.
I can drink this wherever I may roam.
Yep, I could drink it too. You know, sit at the tailgate all day long and drink this beer, which is kind of what they had in mind when they developed this beer.
Right, they wanted a tailgate beer, and it ended up being their concert beer, and then it ended up being so great, they're canning it.
Canning it, throwing it out all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic beer. Let's talk real quick on the crushable scale. Where are you at on that?
I'm throwing an 8 on this one. This is one that I could just crush all day long.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of the light-bodied beers, you know, and Jesse's not a big fan of the dark-bodied beers.
And I'm a fan of all beers. I don't discriminate. So.
4,000 plus, all right? I think this beer for me is probably about a 7, and that's really good considering just it's a Pilsner and it's in the light-bodied beer section. Right. You know, it's not one for me.
I'm giving it an 8. I could crush this one all day.
8 sounds good. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the 2 Minute Tuesday, brought to you by the Workshop. Make sure you hit the
like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.
Cheers.
Cheers.